How to fix standby mode not enabled on iPhone in iOS 17. Hello my dear friends. How are you? I hope you are well, in good health, and in the happiest condition. Today I have a new video with you, which is how to fix not activating standby mode on iPhone in iOS 17. I hope you like it. But before watching the video, subscribe to the channel to receive everything new. Now let us follow the explanation. If your iPhone doesn't go into standby mode when it should, there are several steps you can take to make sure you're doing everything right. In this article, I will walk you through several effective solutions that can help you fix standby mode on your iPhone to turn it on. Main sockets. If standby mode isn't working on your iPhone, first make sure the feature is enabled in settings. You should also make sure your iPhone is in the locked state while charging, using either a MagSafe charger, a Qi-based wireless charger, a lightning charger, or a USB-C connector. Make sure your iPhone is in a stable horizontal position. When these conditions are met, standby mode will automatically be activated on your iPhone. Use standby mode on iPhone. How does standby mode work? Standby is iOS 17's new customizable lock screen mode that only activates when the iPhone is placed on its side, i.e. horizontally in landscape orientation, while connected to a charging cable, MagSafe charger, or Qi-based wireless charger. The most obvious use for standby mode is as a new and improved alarm clock for the iPhone. Standby mode lets you customize a fun, full-screen watch face that lets you check the time with a quick glance instead of fumbling in the dark and tapping your phone to see how much extra time you have to sleep before the dreaded alarm goes off. Standby mode can also come in handy in the kitchen, allowing you to keep an eye on the timing of dinner preparation without having to tap your phone with your fingertips. You may also want to set it to display a selection of photos on your desk while you work. You can customize the look of the standby mode using widgets, and it will also receive notifications and alerts. Standby mode works best on iPhones with always-on displays, like the iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro models. It will work on other iPhones compatible with iOS 17. Like the iPhone XR, but only until the screen goes to sleep. Here are the iPhone models with standby mode: iPhone 15, iPhone 15 Plus, iPhone 15 Pro, iPhone 15 Pro Max, iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Plus, iPhone 14 Pro, iPhone 14 Pro Max, iPhone 13, iPhone 13 Mini, iPhone 13 Pro, iPhone 13 Pro Max, iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Mini, iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 12 Pro Max, iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro, iPhone 11 Pro Max, iPhone XS Max, iPhone SE, second generation or later. How to activate standby mode. Activating standby mode is very simple. Here's how. Plug your iPhone into the charger and lay it on its side, as gadgets are designed to take advantage of this trend. Keep the phone still and press the side button to activate standby mode. Once activated, swipe left and right to switch between widgets, photos, clocks and other display options. Once you've chosen your favorite, scroll up or down to access the editing options. For example, swiping up when the alarm is on the screen will change the design. If your phone has an always-on display, your standby tools will operate without interruption. For older phones, you'll have to tap the screen when you want to see what's happening. iPhone 14 Pro, iPhone 14 Pro Max, iPhone 15 Pro, and iPhone 15 Pro Max feature an always-on display. Standby mode won't activate on iPhone. What to do? Make sure your iPhone is running iOS 17 or later. Go to Settings, General, Software Update to check for updates. Make sure standby mode is enabled. By default, standby mode is turned on in iOS 17. If you accidentally turn it off, it won't work. To check if standby is enabled on your iPhone, open Settings greater than, scroll down to Standby greater than and toggle the activation switch to the on position. There are two other settings within this page to turn on night mode, which turns the color from vibrant to red when the environment is darker, as well as notifications. With the latter setting, you can view important notifications in standby mode, and you can also tap them to expand to preview, similar to the behavior of the iPhone lock screen. Make sure your iPhone is locked, charged, and placed on its side. If standby mode doesn't automatically activate when you plug your iPhone into a power source, make sure the screen is locked and that the phone is placed on its side, i.e. horizontally, also known as landscape orientation, and at a right angle, i.e. not flat on a desk. Make sure the steering lock is disabled. If your iPhone's screen doesn't rotate when placed in landscape mode, the portrait orientation lock is likely active. Here's how to turn it off. If your iPhone has Face ID, swipe down from the top right corner of the screen to open Control Center. Tap the portrait orientation lock button to make sure it's turned off. If your iPhone has a home button, swipe up from the bottom edge of the screen to open Control Center. Tap the portrait orientation lock button to make sure it's turned off. Standby won't stay on. What to do? Make sure low power mode is turned off. If standby turns itself off after a period of time and refuses to remain viewable on your iPhone's screen, low power mode may be on. When low power mode is enabled, your iPhone screen will automatically turn off after a few moments of inactivity, so it must be turned off for standby mode to remain visible. To turn off low power mode, go to Settings, Battery, Low Power Mode. Check your iPhone model. If low power mode is disabled and standby mode is no longer on, check your iPhone model. Continuous standby mode requires an iPhone with an always-on display, and this feature is only available on iPhone 14 Pro or later Pro devices. Restart your iPhone. If standby mode doesn't turn on, go ahead and restart your iPhone. To do this, press and hold one of the volume buttons, up or down, and the side button until you see the power off slider. Drag the slider. Wait until your iPhone turns off completely. After about 30 seconds, press and hold the side button until you see the Apple logo. Common questions. Which iPhone models support standby mode? All iPhones upgradable to iOS 17 support standby mode. This level of support extends from the iPhone 15 to the iPhone XR. Above I have listed the iPhones that can support iOS 17. Does standby always stay on? Standby mode remains on only on iPhone models that support always on display. These devices include iPhone 14 Pro, iPhone 14 Pro Max, iPhone 15 Pro, and iPhone 15 Pro Max. For older models, standby mode will automatically turn off when the monitor enters sleep mode. Which charging base is compatible with standby mode? Standby mode works with MagSafe certified chargers, traditional Qi-enabled wireless chargers, and wired chargers. Your iPhone just needs to be horizontal and propped up on a stand or something to turn on standby. If you want to take advantage of MagSafe's location recognition feature, you'll need MagSafe chargers. At the end of the video, I thank you for watching and I hope you liked it, and see you in a good video.